What's up everyone, I'm Crumble. We are back with Planet Coaster 2. I did take a bit of a hiatus and I, kind of apologize, and I will say kind of, only because life has been crazy. I've had to redo some stuff. We are back with the franchise. I am doing this again with N7 Vulcan. I will put a link down to her channel in my description below. But yeah, so we are back with Planet Coaster 2. I know it looks different than the last time. I really enjoyed what I did last time. However, after Vulcan and I had discussed it, we are going to be starting a new franchise. We want to add in the water parks. We got the new sorcery pack in here as well. This is the same map as beforehand, which I'm super excited about. We did start off with the 500,000 in cash. I don't know if this has a specific name, does it? Park cash? No. Okay, great, excellent. So we did start off with that with the cash. The research points, we did actually start off with the 150,000 research points. I have spent some of it. So I got the chain lift coasters as well as the wooden coasters. I do at some point want to get to the water coasters. We will get there eventually. I did spend a little for the power checked rides because I thought this would be kind of cool in the beginning. Oh no, I did not spend anything with water. I did get the power, the solar panels. We're very much all about clean energy regardless. That's just something between both of us that we really do like. There is, as well as the flat rides. I did not go for the tower flat rides because I wasn't sure on that just yet. I did go for the special flat because this gives us, I think it's like the bumper cars, and then I gave us the wheel flat rides, just because I really wanted to start off with the Ferris wheel. And then I did the flumes one. I have not done the flumes 2 just yet. I kind of wanted to just get a little bit into the flumes, so I started off with the flumes 1. I am going to do something super basic, very classic for a lot of places. It's not always the case, but super basic for a lot of things. With this here, we are immediately gonna start off with the Ferris wheel. Okay, we're gonna start off with the Ferris wheel right in the middle, just to kind of give us a ride in general. I would like to, it's gonna take me a minute again to figure out all the controls, so I apologize for that in advance. I want to get this as centered as possible, and I think that's already pretty centered. I want it centered right off where everybody kind of comes in, just to give them something to work towards. I don't want to go too far back. I always forget. Sometimes, like when I'm doing the parks, I'm like, man, this park looks so small, and then I put the ride down and everything else. I'm like, oh, no, this is actually quite large. This is quite big, and we're gonna be doing a franchise, so hopefully lots of worlds. Again, this is Infinity Park that we're working on currently, so kind of also the reason why I chose the Ferris wheel, because it's a circle, so it's infinite, and I kind of just wanted to start off with something like that. I know, super basic, it's fine. Let's go ahead. I think I want to start, let's put the entrance maybe on this side and have the loop all the way around, and then actually we could do it over here. Well, I guess we could also do it like right in the middle. You get right in the middle, you go up, and then we can do the exit maybe over here. Does that look weird? Probably. Am I gonna do it? Absolutely. Well, we could also do the exit. Oh, we could do the exit in the back, so there's not so much congestion. No, we're gonna do it right up front. Why? Because simplifies it, makes it a bit easier. Let's just go here. Perfect. Okay, great. So I will also say too that we were watching, I think it's Geekism. I'll get corrected on that later, and I know I will. But I think it was Geekism where they could just like paint the pathways. Okay, I haven't touched this in like 5 months or so, so we're gonna figure that out. But the pathway, well, I guess we're kind of doing a bit of everything, but what do I want the pathway to be? Maybe just a basic queue path. I think maybe just the basic path. We can do a pretty nice color with it, maybe. We'll definitely need to go through and change the colors on it. I'll probably speed up the scenery build of it as well as the recoloring of it as well. Do we want rails up? I guess we kind of have rails, right? So why don't we do our path? I don't want to do anything. Oh, okay, it's already starting over there. That's not what I wanted. I'm kind of, I don't know why, but like these blues are calling to me and I feel like the blues would be kind of nice for Q wise, but I also kind of want something different. I don't really want it to be like blinding as well either. Ooh, the Russian violet. Let's do the Russian violet. That looks kind of cool. Guess we could do, yeah, let's do this here. I want to get as close to this as possible. Also have it look nice. Same thing here. Will let me. Maybe we need to go out a little. I don't want to go too far from it though. You're not gonna let me place it there, are you? But can we go out just a little bit? Fix length off. Okay, what if we... Hang on. We're gonna start from here. Let's go here. I'm gonna go out. Slightly curve it. Okay, I think that works so much better. Wait, no. I had that. Do not do that. It's so rude. It was like perfect. I guess we'll do it this way. We'll do it in mini sections since it kind of wants to fight me a little bit. I don't understand what it could be. Overlapping. That's part of the problem, is I'm not entirely sure, but yeah, you'll give it to me there. Really? Okay, Gabe. Already gonna give us issues. Of course it would, you know, first ride back. It would 10,000% give us issues. Actually, you know what? I'm okay with the back kind of having a little bit of space because then we can line some trees there. Especially since, I mean, granted, it's the back of the ride. And while it's the same, it's still the back of the ride. Kind of like the backside of water. We got to cover it up. All right, I do. It's really good though, but let's go back. We're gonna come back just a little bit, I think about here. This is also going to be kind of far from the ride. Not too much though I would prefer for it to be kind of like how that side was. So what if we bring this back? Go back here. Oh, that's going to put it right on there. Yeah, okay, see, we can't do that. That's super. Second. I know I'm failing, guys. I apologize. And we need to go here. Try to keep it as straight as possible. No, this is not going well for me. In the slightest. All right, go here. For a second. I like how it will like do that super short section. All right, I guess this side we're gonna have to see. I should be able to. We'll get it figured out one way or another. I will 10,000% get this figured out. It's just the curve is so big. Or, I mean, well, okay, I shouldn't say big, but it's like, you know, it's right. It's right. Okay. Okay, we're gonna deal with it. Our first ride, we're gonna deal with it. Let's go here. Let's have the queue back with it. Yep, see, that's half the problem is I'm not gauging well where it needs to turn. Maybe that will help. That would be like perfect if I could do that. I think we're gonna just have to have it kind of curve like this and then maybe go here with it. Now exit wise, I need kind of just a basic guest path. Now this guest path for the rest of the park, it'd be great if it would pop up with all of them. There we go. Okay, great. Excellent. Good talk. Guest path wise, maybe just an asphalt path. I only say that just because it's really basic, and if we want to change it for the areas, we kind of can. I'm just gonna have it. Let's just come out to here with it. We'll call that good. Let's go back to our queue path. Okay. Okay. No, I would, where? Okay, it's been a minute. Okay. Line builder. I guess I need to bring this back some, right? Prefer maybe just that, adding the path. Go there. Nice. Okay, excellent. So from here though, it's gonna seem ridiculous, but we're 100% going to bring this just straight back, just a straight path. It'll be fine. I would like this as straight as possible, except, you know, me curving obviously doesn't help any. So maybe we'll just do it in small sections, that way I'm not messing it up. Even though 100% feels like I'm messing it up. I mean, I could probably just go there. Except that looks ridiculous now, so... Cool. We'll get rid of that, and then maybe let's just have it go... I want that to be round, pointed, too pointed, I think, because that will give us like a nice edge to cut off. Yeah, perfect. Okay, they only have one choice to go straight to the ride, nowhere else, have to stay on the path. So I need to get some power to it, and you know, I need to hook all that up, so I'm gonna hook all that up. I'm also gonna do the scenery, and then we'll come back and look at it. Alrighty guys, and that's the build. So I was gonna add a second build into this, but I went through and I added a couple of shops and everything instead. We got the bathroom as well. There's a staff room over here, and this is the mechanics room. So I wanted to add some of that in here just that way it would be a little bit easier for the guests, especially since we do have the very long pathway coming down straight to the Ferris wheel. But I think it's pretty nice, and it's really kind of centers it, you know. I don't know. And I did change the colors. I think it was originally like a blues and oranges. Now it's kind of the greens and purples, but I think it fits pretty well. Did some of the balloons on here too to kind of match. This was kind of a pain, in all honesty, to get up to 100%. Please tell me it's still 100%. It would help if I was in the proper thing. Yeah, senior bonus 100%. I kind of understand it more now. If you guys remember on the last video where we did the franchise, I was struggling, and I mean struggling, to get to the 100% scenery, just because that bonus there is really, really nice. This one, it did drop a little bit when I started adding all the shops and everything in, but we got that back up. Actually, with the heat map, if we pop over to scenery is pretty great. The only thing that's not so great is over where the solar panels are, which makes sense. I didn't put anything over there just yet because I know Vulcan's gonna come in. She's gonna be doing her stuff. If we need to add more at some point, we will be covering this area, making it better. We did kind of discuss a little bit about splitting up the gates here as well, so we, you know, we may split those up. Kind of depends on what we're going to be doing. We did talk about, though, kind of a like all-American, in a sense, colonial type buildings. I think that's what we're going to go for, especially at the brick, and that's just for like some of the park where it's the main park, it isn't themed. But I did also go through and add, let me change the lighting on this, just because the lighting on this is a lot. I apologize if I just blinded anybody. I know I blinded myself just now. You do have a pathway that goes all the way around the whole park. This way, this is kind of like the main path. Well, I wouldn't really say a main pathway, but an extra pathway, but this is kind of what we'll be going off of. So we can be adding our different types of theming around. So we'll have the sorcery somewhere. We'll do Western. We'll definitely be adding in a water park as well. So lots of pirate themes. And this is just kind of a nice way to kind of go about it, but also just so that way there's a trail that goes all the way around. And as we get into the parks, these like we'll cut it off. I wouldn't say cut it off, but we'll change the painting of the path to kind of match, but knowing that the path is still all the way around. And then we do have this. I may actually throw this path going straight down the center, but at the same time, I haven't fully decided if we'll do that. I don't know. Either way, I'm pretty happy with the first build. I do have some plans already for what I want to do for later builds, especially over in the sorcery theme, since we just got that. I did notice some of the sci-fi theme as well, and I really, really want to try my best at a Millennium Falcon build, because why not? And I'm sure it's been done tons of times, or even like the giant AT-ATs, because I feel like there's going to be enough resources in there to do it. I don't know, we'll kind of have to see. But yeah, so coming back here though, we do have 4 shops, just kind of everything that they need. Again, the bathroom, and then back here just a little bit of a seating area, but something that is kind of quiet in a sense, but also so you could watch the ride. I am one of those people, when I go to amusement parks and resting, I like to watch the rides as they go by, just because it's something that I enjoy. Yeah, I'm weird, it's cool, it's fine. But anyway, I'm gonna leave the video here. Vulcan, I'm not sure when she's gonna be doing something, but when that comes out, you know, I'll be sure to also link that video in the description as they come. I'm also just gonna link her page, period, in the description, so you guys can always go over there, check her out, support her, and all those things. She does some crazy builds too. She gets scenery up faster than I do, with no idea how. She just does. Anyway, guys, thank you for checking out the video. I will talk to you guys next time. Make sure to hydrate, have fun, and I'll see you later. Bye, guys.
Summer room? A deal?
In Lavado, Havun. Von Abud Leslie. May I have a gap?
Hello, hello, Babu. Hello.
Abud. In Lavado.
Still built. Yeah. Langsung Asmani is very reality deal. He knew the genetic fella. Still built on the fire on Picture Eye. That's what we're doing. Still built on the fire on Picture Eye.